In the 90s, Playmates Toys made the deepest line of Star Trek action figures in history. My name's Keith, and I'm a collector working towards owning all 284. I've been a Trek fan for almost 35 years, and most people are sick of me talking about it. But somehow I've convinced my old friend Mike to review them with me on Look at My Star Trek Toys! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Look at My Star Trek Toys. I'm really excited about this episode. What's up, Cat Dad? Now, Mike, do you know what's exciting about this setup right here, this moment?
Oh, yes, I know. Whenever Keith is a little blurry and at a desk with a microphone that he is absolutely going to tap with his hand and annoy me and everybody.
I would never. What are you talking about?
It can only mean that it's mail call day, Keith. We're opening something in a box, and I get to watch you do it.
Yes, indeed. What's in the box? What's in the box? We're going to tell you about it coming up really soon. But first, we have to thank the people who pay for our boxes. Although not this one particularly, but our good friends on Patreon at patreon.com/KNM. Mike, who is supporting the show at this particular moment?
Keith, the people that are actual paying physical money to be in this box are Brian Kaufman, Casey Clark, Cloudlover69, Jason Moe, Andrew Hayes. He's paying in Canadian funds. Jorge Navoa, and the mysterious Anne, who says she's not so mysterious, but I don't believe it. Worf's Boot Shivs, CRM Productions, Worf wearing boot shivs, even Jadzia Dax wearing boot shivs, Keith. It doesn't matter. CRM Productions, Charles Babbage at Grim_Toys, Delusions at Noon, Eric Wilson. You can get your name in this box. All you got to do is log on to your instant messenger, netscape.com, and go over to patreon.com/K&M. You get all kinds of goodies, Keith. Tell them what those goodies are.
Somewhere like the Monopoly man is like, I want to give them $10 million. Let me go into my instant manager, netscape.com, and they can't get to it. And that's it. Our financial security is gone, just like that. Well, but the people who have figured out the clever code get bonus episodes of us reviewing other Star Trek shows. You get Ask Me Anythings. You can watch Mike watch Deep Space Nine every episode before we review the episode. Mike has to watch it, and you get to sit there with him and watch it. Also, you get first access to our Let's Plays, as we're starting to do more of Mike and I stumbling around like idiots playing old Star Trek games on CD-ROM.
The Chef!
Oh, yeah, there it is. In case you're wondering, yes, I am wearing in-ear monitors, and yes, it's loud. All right, so with all of our preamble aside, I am very excited to say that we have partnered up again with Dazbot CustomToys with a couple more, not one, but two new Star Trek playsets that we are going to unbox and review right here for your viewing pleasure. And you can get all of their amazing work by hitting that QR code up in the corner to hit their Etsy shop, Michael.
Keith, you know what I have right here?
What do you have there?
This is a note that I wrote to myself in 3rd grade.
Really?
Yeah. It's about my aspirations and hopes.
Wow.
Dear older Mike.
I
really hope that one day you have a girlfriend. And even better than that, my dreams would be fulfilled if one day you could have your own coupon code for your YouTube show.
Well, little Mike, let's just have a little conversation with little Mike. Little Mike?
I'm ready.
Okay.
That's going to be weird. I've rethought it already.
Well, buddy, not only do you have a girlfriend, you have a wife. Whoa. You're going to want to cut that expression.
Keith, you should see her headshots. Oh, so good.
I know. I'm so excited. You guys were at my house yesterday. It was so much fun. Anyway, but here's, I'm forgetting, we're doing a little bit here. I forgot.
Yeah, we're doing a bit.
But little Mike, guess what? You have your own discount code. We have our own coupon here for you can get a 15% off Dazbot Custom Toys on their Etsy store by using the QR code right here, and then the discount code KM15 off. So that's super exciting.
That's $1.50 for every $10 you spend.
It sure is, and good on the math there. But here's a little piece of motivation for you, right? This code was going to expire 30 days after this video launches. So, folks, watch the video, order your toys right now, and get that 15% off using the discount code KM15 off. I am so excited and honored. I literally was like, yahoo! As soon as I saw the email saying that we had gotten a discount code. So, Mike, do you have any idea what people are going to get 15% off of?
Keith, there's only one thing.
What's
Everything
that?
on the store.
Oh, I sure hope so.
You mean specifically, what are we looking at today? Is that what you're
What are we
segueing
looking
to?
at today?
Okay, yeah, sorry, great.
What are we looking at today?
Patreon.com/K&M for these smooth segues.
The smoothest. All right, so here in the box, there are two different play sets. One of them we're going to talk about today. One of them we're going to talk about next week. And at the end of this video, we'll show you what we're going to be looking at next week. So I have opened the box and removed the address. But beyond that, I don't know what's in here. So we are going to discover this together.
Fresh voyeurism.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
Just there is something about unboxings. People say it, and it really is. It is true. Unboxings are the coolest. So here we are. We've got the shot. We've got little boxes of stuff labeled, but look at that.
Ooh.
How cool is that?
Move the
All
box.
right.
Move the box out of the way.
Okay, here we go. So we are going to be, we are going to do the next generation observation lounge playset today. And this is one that when I saw it on the Etsy store, I got super excited about, because for me, the observation lounge on the Enterprise D is kind of where a lot of the magic happens. And you can see on the screenshot there, not only does it just look really cool, I think that a lot of people talk about the Enterprise D, that it was a little too smooth, a little too slick, a little bit like a Holiday Inn. But for me, I loved it. I get the sort of more metal, militaristic sort of a feel to everything, but this is a really comfortable ship, and I love the idea that we can be comfortable and things can look good even though we're out in space. Especially based on the size of that ship, they had plenty of space for all of this. So I'm really excited to find a play set based on this room. Playmates never made anything like this, so this is certainly not something you can get in a lot of places. So if I open the box here, here's where it all starts to come together. So these I'm going to set aside. Oh, that's cool. I'm setting aside. I'm going to take it one piece at a time. I can't get too excited and start pulling at everything. So first off, we're going to start with the iconic chairs, which are those high back purple chairs, which we see on the show, which always that looks really comfy. And it has a unique to the next generation color scheme, because you don't see a lot of purple in the rest of the show. Let me see if I can get that in focus. Come on, get everything out of there.
There we go.
So you can see, there it is. So you can see the details that they have worked into this 3D printed chair, and you've got the headrest there, and the texture in it. And I really love.
Cool. Oh yeah, even the little cushion.
You can see the texture of the cushion. You can see the actual sewn seams on the fabric of the chair. That is really, really cool. I love how they get this detail in. And part of it is the the medium, because you're working with 3D print. So you have the texture built into it, but it looks so good up close. And and I said this before on our last review of Dazbot stuff, it feels great in your hand. They talk about having good mouth feel to your food. This has good hand feel.
Important though, right?
Absolutely. It feels sturdy. It feels like a real thing. Like this is not some cheap hollow plastic. This is like a real piece of uh it's a play set, right? It's a toy sort of, but it's I don't know, it feels more substantial than that. So here we have our first seat. So what if I were to take data here from the 2022 line so he can, sit. So boom, there he is. He's hopping, he's chilling in the chair, and he fits in there perfectly. And let's see if I can get him into focus there. Like, look how great that is.
That looks really cool.
And the proportions are exactly right. So, and this is where like it gets down to their level of design, right? So if we sit him down, his feet are at exactly floor level with the height of the bottom of the chair. So that's the sort of like proportion work that you have to nail. And they did. So now, as I'm doing this, I'm getting more and more excited about this set because this is going to be one that gets its own bookshelf, and like to build the whole diorama deal of it with the full cast. Hopefully, Playmates will put out the full cast in the new line so they can all sit comfortable and talk about big important things here on the chair. So let's bust out some more chairs here. Because it's very satisfying. The assembly of this it's very simple. It's just like knob and hole, but it goes in there tight, but not absurdly tight.
Right.
So you can spin the chair, but it's not loose. I mean, the level of engineering to get that exactly right on such a small, because Dazbot's not putting out 100,000 of these. These are sort of handcrafted or 3D printed crafted, but these have to be put together and designed by a human. And there's a level of craftsmanship here that you just don't see in anything that's as mass produced. Oh, look at all the chairs.
And they're different, right? It's not the same chairs we saw on the Dabo table.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's like
no, these are very different. Well, because they work really hard to make these screen accurate. So it'd be the same chair if they used the same chair, but that's not what they used on the show. So these chairs really match what is on the screen. Wow, there's so many of them. Here's the thing, you don't get like a representation of a chair or two. You get all of them. And
right? That's cool.
If I had $1 trillion and I could have my dining room table be this table in this room, I would absolutely do it.
Keith, it wouldn't cost you $1 million because you'd be getting 15% off using the discount code KM15 off. Make sure to scan that QR code and get yours while the getting is good 30 days from today.
That's right. So it's only $850,000 to get that room.
No.
I feel like I could probably make that happen. All right. So there are all of our chairs.
Okay.
Ooh, all right. That's for next week. We can't look at that. That's for next week. So now let's get the table itself. So here's the fun part. Just the really great design work they did on the show itself, right? Because we're in the saucer section, so the walls are going to be round. So they made the table rounded to match the walls, which is one of those things that just great set design, which then incorporates into toy design. And oh my God, look how cool that is!
That's cool.
All right, so we get that in there. They have their own little computer pads, which you see on the screenshot there with the wood cabinet base on the side there with the texture on the back. Oh, and so it's two separate pieces that you put together into the design. Oh, that looks so good. That's really cool. And again, it has that texture. It has the detail work that you just don't see on the mass-produced pieces. Like, if this were the Playmates line, right, these would be stickers. And it's tactile. It's 3D. So hopefully you can see there it bumps out. So you can literally feel the keypads
Right.
under your fingers like that. That's really cool. So the other thing that's cool is the legs of the table, right? So there's 4 legs, and there what there aren't are assembly directions. So I don't know
Keith, you wouldn't be
exactly
looking
the
at those
place.
anyway. Let's be honest.
No, that's true. That's true. So the way the table is assembled and the placement of this, I'd have to, go back and check. But you can see that the table is held up by these pillars here. So if you put up the screenshot from the next gen, you can see exactly what these are representing. So that is how the table is set up and held up by these cool sort of granite, like stone feeling pillars, which hold the table up. And now it is, that looks so cool. So you can see up here how the table, it's sturdy, it's thick, it's heavy, and looks just like the table. And the chairs, you pull up the chairs to it, and we'll put Data in his position there. Look at that.
It's rad.
That's so cool with 2 heads of the table. All right, so we got to put Picard at the head of the table.
Could you shift everything up just a beat?
There we go. Data, where you going, buddy? All right. Okay. Oh god, we've blown a chair. It's making a run for it. All right. All right. So we put the chairs like that. We put Picard at the head of the table where he's talking. We've got Riker here. One thing I was talking to a friend of mine about these new 2022 toys. They do the Riker maneuver and step over stuff into the chair. Although on the high back chair it's difficult. But all right, so there you are. You've literally got the whole conference table set up like that. Look how cool that is, because that's going to fit. And so here is one of the 90s line, one of the original line. So this particular one doesn't bend very well. I don't think it's ever bent. But you know what? For the 90s line, we're just going to stand to the side and do a presentation. But that looks I love this so much. Like, I'm genuinely pumped. It feels like my childhood. It looks like my childhood. But Mike, I can't believe it. It blows my mind. That's not the end of this.
No?
There's more to this.
It looks like it in the screenshot there, so...
It sure is, because, look, here is the wall with the display and a replicator.
Jeez.
As well. Oh, my God. This is cool as heck. All right. So, and this has a whole bunch of elements to it. Oh, wow. Okay. So, you can't see it because so this is the wall element here.
That's
and
all
so
one
this
piece?
Is where it's all one piece, but it's got some little tricks to it. Which I have to make sure I do correctly. So here, this is the replicator, right, where you get your coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the display screen. And you're like, but Mike, there's nothing in the display screen. Well, hold on to your hats, because the top comes off, right? Which allows you to put in, and conceivably, you could put in a whole bunch of different things in the display if you wanted to, whatever you wanted to create. But it comes here. I'm not doing this on camera. I'm going to do it on camera. It has a display card.
Rad.
God, oh, feels so good in your hands.
Pull
too.
that. Wait, hold. Let us see that up close first.
All right, so here it is.
Yeah, that's freaking cool.
The schematic of the ship with the LCARs there. And what you do, you drop it
Like
in
it's
the
hot?
slot like a slide, and then it goes. Hold on, I'm not using it right. I'm not doing it right. Well, I'll sort. Oh, right, because duh, I had it upside down. But then you go there, you put the top back on, and you have the display
Yeah. Rad.
set just like that. Look how cool it is. So basically, you could then, and actually you don't have to take the top off to pull this in and out. You put it in like chips. It feels like an old computer game, cartridge. So you could conceptually put other stickers here, get other chips, and then whatever scene you're playing out, you can swap out and do a different display. That's really cool. But wait, there's more.
What?
Now on the video, this does not come with the set specifically, but you can get these are LED lights that go into the replicator, because you know how the replicator works. It lights up, and then there's your coffee.
Wait a second. Come on.
You drop it into. Jeez, this is cool. That's just too damn cool. So, boom, now your replicator is on, and you're getting your coffee.
Yo, that's insane.
Come on with that. So yeah, you can just go in there and turn them on and off. But stick your finger in there, turn them on, turn them off when you want to like show it off to your friends. Turn on the lights, pop this on, and so now you complete the whole scene. And if you go to our other shot, maybe you can see it from there. Right. So now you set it up like that. So Troy's doing her, talking about the tactical problems there. And then Riker's like, you know what? I want a coffee. He's going to go over there. Boom. There's his coffee from the replicator in the scene itself. Okay, so here's the thing, Mike. I don't know how much broadcasting on the internet you do. Oh, wait, yes, I do. Hundreds of hours a year. And I have to say, like, when you're doing all these things, sometimes it gets a little repetitive. Sometimes you're a little tired. Sometimes you're having technical difficulties, Mike. And you have to, but you still have to get it up, right? Because you're here for the audience, and you have to sort of feign your excitement a little bit.
That's just being 40, Keith.
That is also being 40. Well, let me tell you, I need no Viagra for this product. I see what I did there. I am feigning nothing. I am genuinely really excited about this toy set. It feels like my childhood. It throws me back to like lying on my grandparents' carpet watching Next Gen on its first run with like my feet up on the bottom of the TV. It absolutely brings back all of those memories. It's going to look fantastic on the shelf. Oh, look, see, Riker, he got himself some coffee here.
Yeah, I could use
one.
one.
So you can go, boom, put that on the table.
Did it come with the cups?
No, I went and grabbed it from the collection. It's an actual Playmates cup. But again, you wouldn't know because it's so seamlessly integrated into the Playmates line. It's integrated but upgraded. Mm-hmm. And I think that is it's really exciting. Folks, I mean, I understand these things are not cheap. Although they're 15% cheaper.
That's true.
Discount code KM15 off. If you have the wherewithal and have interest in doing this, I would absolutely endorse and say get this. Because it's really, really cool. It is, you see the previews, you see it on, then it's going to be cool. It is every bit, if not more satisfying in person in your hand as it looks on your screen there. So if you have the wherewithal and the interest, I say absolutely go for it. It looks great. As I showed before, it's well timed that this comes out with the 2022 figures that can actually sit in these chairs. Mm-hmm. And so it's it's great. Like it's even cooler because of the abilities of the new figures, and hopefully we'll continue filling out that line. So, Mike, I'm delighted. I'm so excited
That's
by
really
this.
cool, Keith.
You can get this on Dazbot Toys Etsy store by hitting the QR code right there, or there's a link directly in the description here on YouTube right there, which will take you directly to this product, and you can use the discount code. So, Mike, guess what?
We're not done?
We're not done. We have another playset to do next week. And you want to know what that is? That is the Star Trek VI Enterprise Bridge set. With the consoles, with seats for Sulu and Chekhov. It's going to be super exciting. From Star Trek VI, the full set you see here on your screen. So look out. We will see you back here next week, unboxing that out of this box right to my side here. I am super excited about it. Thank you so much for watching. Check out our other shows. You can watch Keith and Mike watch Deep Space Nine, where we do an episode by episode review of Deep Space Nine, which is going very well. We are nearing the end of season 2. It's just about to get good. You can also check out K&M Geekly, where Mike and I, we talk about life and other stuff, and we review whatever we're watching in pop culture or not.
This week, if I'm not mistaken, by next Monday, we should be talking Last of Us, Keith.
Ooh, see? That'll be fun. So check that out. It'll all be in your feed. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. Check out Dazbot Toys, and we thank them for supplying this for review, our good friends there. So we will see you back here next week with another unboxing. Till then, this has been... Look at my